One thing that creeps up a lot is, oh, we should tax the rich, the wealthy and the billionaires. Now, if you did that, you'd fundamentally collapse the system. And some people might think that's a good thing, but personally, I think it'd be a bad thing. The whole monetary system on the globe is built on capitalism. And that is basically the flow of money up to the wealthy from the poor, unfortunately. They build systems and get assets and provide services that everybody wants, and that's where the money flows. You add value to the market and you get money in return. Now, if we think of money as a whole, money is actually an artificially created thing. It was probably when religion and what have you started to collapse, and it was no longer controlling the population. So money was created to control the population. You tax them and they desire money, and then they comply and they work and they get money in return. So it was no longer the wrath of the Lord. It was getting money and getting on in life. Now, if we took all the money off the billionaires and give it to everybody and we shared the wealth out equally, what do you think prices would do? What do you think? Oh, I can now afford a Rolex. I can now afford a villa in Marbella or in Miami. If you flattened the playing field, prices would just go ridiculous because people with the best things and the best assets would spike the prices straight away. And what would happen? All the money would flow straight the way back to the wealthy because they provide the services and the items and the commodities and the assets and everything such as that. So money would only ever flow that way. And the good thing about, not the good thing about it, but the way the rich are set up is they get themselves in the way of flows of money, whereas the poor are the flow of money. The poor, when they win the lottery and when they get lots of money, they generally splurge it and they spend it and they don't buy assets and they don't build businesses and they don't hire people like the rich do. Now, the other thing is the rich are basically like a trophy at the very top that everybody aspires to be. It's why people put the lottery on. Oh, one day I might win the lottery. And you wouldn't want to go to work if there wasn't a reward at the end of it, if there wasn't like you could afford better things or you could become rich one day. Why would you work hard building businesses and hiring people and working all the hours under the sun and taking loads of risks if there wasn't a reward, if there was no real reason to do it? The rich wouldn't want to become rich and build things and create companies if there wasn't a reward, a monetary reward. And equally, if you go to the bottom end of the pyramid, if there wasn't the allure of becoming rich or the allure of getting a nicer car, you wouldn't go to work, would you? So it's like money creates an artificial struggle for the population to go to work. And that's how things get done and products get made and services are given. It's the desire to become rich. It's the desire to get there. Like if you think you could live off the land and grow your own crops, or you could live on the state on benefits, but then who would go to work and why would you go to work? So money's created to get people working.